And I am Jamie.
Today we are examining why the HOA is planning to spend nearly $250,000 on 9,900, I'll say that again, 9,900 square feet of driveway aprons. Aprons that you, in our opinion, as a member of the Highgate HOA, are not contractually obligated to maintain, repair, or replace.
Why driveway aprons matter. HOA maintenance responsibilities are not discretionary. They are written commitments in the association's governing documents. Those commitments determine who pays, what gets funded, and how financial risk is distributed across the community. When those obligations are applied selectively, or based on assumptions rather than rules and facts, the result is not just confusion. It is unequal treatment and costs being shifted onto homeowners who are not contractually responsible for them.
The most recent reserve study provides a clear example. In that study, the board asserts that the HOA is responsible for, again, 9,900 square feet of driveway aprons. See line item 4.108. Based on that assumption, the study projects costs of $128,000 in 2025, $16,683 in 2026, $22,310 in 2034, $29,835 in 2042, and $39,899 in 2051. In total, that is $236,727 in today's dollars.
That raises a straightforward question. Are homeowners contractually obligated to fund the maintenance, repair, or replacement of 9,900 square feet of driveway aprons within Highgate?
Before discussing maintenance responsibilities, we need to establish a basic fact: what the HOA actually owns.
The images shown on the screen come directly from Arlington County property and mapping records.
The yellow and blue highlighted areas identify land owned by the HOA and designated as common areas. Those records show clearly that the HOA does not own the driveway aprons along Colonial Terrace.
Under Arlington County's Residential Driveway Apron Replacement Policy, dated July 1st, 2025, construction and maintenance of driveway aprons on public streets is the responsibility of the property owner who uses the apron.
So what do the HOA's governing documents say?
Article 5, Section 3, Subsection A, Item 6, assigns the association responsibility for maintaining front yard areas from the exterior wall of the home to the sidewalk. That obligation does not extend beyond the sidewalk to driveway aprons located within the public right-of-way.
In other words, the governing documents do not assign driveway apron responsibility to the HOA.
What about Policy Resolution 24-01?
That resolution attempts to narrow the HOA's contractual obligations under Article 5, Section 3, Subsection A, Item 6. We will examine that resolution in more detail in a future episode.
For purposes of this episode, what matters is this. Policy Resolution 24-01 does not identify driveway aprons as an HOA responsibility.
There are two narrow exceptions worth explaining: Colonial Court and, of course, the Kents.
The image on the screen shows that the HOA owns Colonial Court itself. County plat records show that the strip of land the HOA owns from Ode Street to Colonial Terrace is 29.33 feet wide.
With the assistance of several homeowners, we took on-site measurements and compared them to county records. In our opinion, those measurements show that the HOA's ownership begins at the north side of the northern curb of Colonial Court and extends south 29.33 feet to the northern edge of the stair landings of the homes on the south side of Colonial Court.
The image on the screen shows those measurements. They are to scale and aligned with the recorded property boundaries.
The red lines measure from expansion joint to expansion joint. That distance is approximately 33.3 feet, 3.97 feet wider than the 29.33 feet width of land the HOA owns.
The yellow lines show that this is the 29.33-foot strip of land the HOA owns and is reflected in the county records.
These measurements show that the only driveway aprons the HOA owns and is therefore responsible for are those located in front of the even-numbered homes on the south side of Colonial Court and at the intersections where Colonial Court meets Ode Street and Colonial Terrace, as well as the Kent aprons that intersect with Key Boulevard.
Given the limited surface area the HOA is actually responsible for, the question becomes unavoidable. Why is the board charging homeowners nearly $250,000 for thousands of square feet of driveway repairs? The association seems not obligated to maintain, repair, or replace, and that you are seemingly not contractually obligated to fund.
Listeners, what do you think? Are you going to fund the apron repairs for property that the HOA is seemingly not responsible for under the governing documents? Comment below. As always, these are our opinions based on the records available to us. We encourage all HOA members to review those records and draw their own conclusions.
And finally, review your HOA governing documents. Attend HOA meetings, ask questions, and hold the board accountable. Board members may be your neighbors, but they are spending your money.
If you find this discussion helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel and share this episode with your neighbors. Until next time.